Hello, hello. Mic test. Mic test. Hi. How's everybody? Just a sec. Let me just organize everything. Oh, can't see my book. Better. Hell yeah. Alright. I think we got it. Hi. How's Bagel? Welcome. Welcome to the stream. Excuse the flusteredness. I took a nap before the stream. I'm a bit like all over the place right now. I don't know why I decided to take a nap. That was a really bad idea. But actually, it's quite dark, right? Should I turn on the light and let me know how is the mic quality and stuff. Just a sec. Yeah, I fell asleep. I'm icky. God. This is a lesson for all. I don't know what you are. But if you're an introvert, or okay, maybe this has nothing to do with being introverted. I think this is just something to do with if you're someone that can't perform after a nap, I don't suggest taking a nap before a stream, especially. That was a really bad idea, but it's okay. We're here. I just have to I have to slowly wake up now because I don't know where am I, but right. I should just drink water. I think that will wake me up. Okay. Who am I? I'm yuuning. Welcome to the stream. Hello, Nico. Great candle placement today. I hope I won't burn anything. Also, hi Chainsaw. What's up? What's up? These candles, come on. We like the candles. They give atmosphere, right? Right? Also, hi Jess. Hello. Oh, I was so tired today because Tahir's not here. He won't be here for I think 3 days, 2 days. He went to another city, so I'm pretty much just by myself for 2-3 days. And he woke up really early today. Basically, we woke up at 5 a.m. and I told him I will send you off today. You know, like send him out the door at least. But I couldn't even wake the fuck up at 5 a.m. And I don't think he slept at all yesterday. I remember hearing a lot of noises and a lot of like door closing and opening because like I'm a light sleeper and whatnot. So yeah, I think I need to take a proper nap after this. That's pretty much it. Also, I don't know how to say your name, but also rude. Also, hi Alex, welcome to the stream. But yeah, today I actually wanted to draw something today. Let's see. Oh, yesterday I drew Lauren and his dog. His pet dog name is Lucy, so cute. And today I want to draw Theo with his cat. Well, not really his cat, but just like their animals, their characters and their animals, pretty much. Also, hi Elijah, welcome to the stream. Hi Erin, welcome back. Welcome back to the stream. Got German Ghost. Nah, to be honest, I really don't mind like being by myself most of the time. I'm pretty used to it. I think I have a very bad schedule when I'm by myself. Like people like I stop maybe not I don't stop like functioning or anything. I don't really like take care of myself. Like I'll have very improper sleep schedule, wake up schedule, blah blah blah. Because there's no one here to tell you like, wake the fuck up and like we gotta eat and shit like that. Like who the fuck cares, right? Like when you're by yourself. So I like the freedom, but maybe just you know, freedom comes at a cost always. But yeah, let me show you guys what I did for Lauren yesterday. I'm quite happy with it. I found this really, really good reference from Spy Family, I think. And then I was just like chef's kiss. This was absolutely perfect. I had to draw it. I've been meaning to draw him anyway, and this was a great opportunity because I can't draw animals, okay? I really needed a reference for animals, so I found a great fucking reference for the animal and the pose. So I was just like, fuck yeah. And today, I found this really, really cute cat pose, and it screams Theo. Like, he's less obnoxious like Lauren's dog pig. So yeah, I'm gonna draw this. I also have this other one. So cute. Okay, that's pretty much it. That's all I get. Let's see if I can draw today. Wanna pet the dog? Does Nico like dogs? I thought Nico likes cats. Or you like both? I like both actually. I like both cats and dogs. I've never had a dog before. I've only had cats, but I think if I were to have a dog, I would want the dog to have like a better environment to like I want to have a good backyard, everything. I don't just want to have the dog for the sake of having the dog. I would want the dog to have the best life ever. So I think I would care more if I had a dog than if I had a cat. I have had a cat, but like it's not like a dog. Let's be honest. Also, hi Eiko, welcome to the dream, and hi Dream. Thank you. Some tips of the day. I think I've said this a lot, but I will always stand by it. Reference, always have reference. I can show you guys the reference I used for the dog one. Honestly, it's very self-explanatory, right? It's pretty much the same pose, same dog, same pose, but different person because I'm trying to draw my OC and whatnot. If you guys don't know, this guy, I think his name is Yuri from Spy X Family. Very nice. I don't know who the artist is. It kills me that I don't know who the artist is. And then this is basically my pose. And yeah, the beauty of references is you can draw anything you want with the proper reference. Thank you, Bego. I learned how to draw dogs because I made a dog character in my comic and I had to. Oh, yeah. I know that dog character in your comic. Oh, I would just 3D model that damn dog. Just why I do this? You have cars and dogs. Prefer cats as pet because they're quiet. I agree. I agree. Um, I when like me and Tahir thought about pets, we both also agreed that a cat would be more appropriate for a enclosed space environment compared to a dog. So we decided we'll only get a dog when we have like a proper house or whatever. Think about getting a puppy for my dog. Aw, that'd be cute. I love cats and dogs. They're different but both good. You should draw Theo with a cat now. Okay. Oh shit. Jess really wants to see Theo with a cat now. You better draw him with a cat now. That's the A coming out. Hell yeah. I mean, hell yeah. I need that in my life. Sometimes I feel like I lack I have too much freedom sometimes, and then I feel like I lack a direction. Comes with having too much freedom. So sometimes it's nice. I would like to have assertive people telling me what to do every now and again. Be like a bitch. Stop living in your own fucking world. Like the world moves on when you just sat there looking at MBTIs and shit. But yeah, I need some realistic like people that just like tells it how it is. So I stop escaping. Okay, so I guess you guys can't really see, but I guess this is good. All right, okay. So the pose here, the character is not showing, like the reference here. Character isn't showing his face. That's fine. I want mine to show my face. God. I've been studying, well, not really. I've been procrastinating on writing a lot. I think I'm a bit burnt out from it. I know like maybe like a week ago, I was like, fuck yeah, I love writing. But now I'm just like, yeah, we can tone it down a little bit. We are a little burnt out, so let's not burn ourselves out before like the third act or the final act and whatnot. So now I'm like not really writing as much. More so I'm drawing a lot and a lot of like what's it called? I'm doing a lot of like just procrastinating on this MBTI thing. I don't know what to tell you guys. It has quite literally consumed me, and I'm ashamed to admit this is my main content right now. I think this is what happens when you don't go out, and it's like a case study of INFJs when they don't have a job and they don't fucking go out. They start hyper fixating on things. Either it's drawing, MBTI, blah blah blah, but they all help with the story for sure. At least now I can pretty much tell, I can pretty much nail down my own characters in MBTI, and that actually brings me a lot of solace, even though it's like the fuck, right? But it actually brings me a lot of calmness in my life right now. It's like I finally came to, after a long journey of discovering the MBTIs, I now come to a conclusion of what my characters can be, and I'm quite happy. And I think going forward, knowing their MBTIs, even though it maybe doesn't mean anything much or anything, but it just helps, I think, in the long run. Like if they make decisions, I can ask myself, should this be a logical decision or nah, you know, shit like that. But yeah, that's pretty much how it be. Oh, this is a very hard face pose. I've actually never drawn faces like that. Shit, I'm struggling. What that lip do? How do we make that lips look so smexy? I can't figure the lip out. Fuck. Oh god, I made it worse. Okay, I'm just not gonna draw it now. Jesus, that was horrible. Sorry, let me lock in a little bit. What? Why is my nemesis now lips? What? Makes no goddamn sense. Alright. Sorry, I got too caught up in the lips. Also, hi Rifa. Oh my god, Rifa, you're here. You're early. Welcome, welcome. Also, did I make it to a drawing session? Yes, girl, you made it to a drawing session. I'm now drawing cats. Just the boy and his cat. This is what we're doing today. Yippee! Happy to see you. I didn't mean to sound demanding. No, but I like it though. I just meant now that you finished that Lauren drawing, we had to see it now. Nah, I'm kidding. You didn't sound demanding. I just like you to be the demanding one so I can stop procrastinating. Also, hi Rab. Welcome to the stream. Hello, hello. Just sitting around theorizing about humans instead of talking to humans. For real. For real. Why am I like this? Also, hi Muzan. Welcome to the stream. You mean stalking? Maybe. Even borderline, right? Oops. Bye-bye. If you like MBTI, you might like the Enneagram too. Yeah, I did the Enneagram. I went down that hole as well. The Enneagram hole, man. I don't know which one is more accurate. MBTI, Enneagram, but they kind of just linked both of them together at this point, so it doesn't really matter. I typed myself as an Enneagram. What the fuck am I again? So INFJ 4W3, 4W3. Let me confirm that. Introspective and ambition, also known as the aristocrat. The aristocrat? Yeah. So I'm a 4W3, and basically the general thing about 4W3 is the core desire to be important. Fulfills core desire through being center stage, expressive, can be insensitive, fears unimportance, partly wants to have all the facts, theatrical, wants to have goals and achieve. So, okay, yeah. Wait, am I a 3W4 or 4W3? Fuck, I'm getting a bit, what's it called? I'm getting confused. Okay, yeah, I'm reading 3W4 versus 4W3. Sorry if this is uninteresting, but I like to talk about this shit. So the difference between 3W4 and 4W3 is 3W4 is motivated by having worth and adding value to the world. which is not really me, because 4W3 is more about being my authentic self. Their triad for 3W4 is a heart, same as 4W3. 3W4 is more aggressive, 4W3 is more withdrawn. My deadly sin is an envy compared to deceit, which is from the 3W4. And when I'm stressed, I become relationship focused and may dwell on unreciprocated affection, gifts, or kindness. And in growth, I become more disciplined and logical, gaining more motivation to get things done and follow through. So this is definitely me. But yeah, basically, we now come full circle to a type, right? With the anagram and the MBTI. And I'm officially, I guess, INFJ for W3. There you go. If you guys want the test, I can send you guys the link to the test. Keep in mind though, there are 90 questions, so I don't know how the fuck you guys are gonna sit through that. I got really bored sitting through that 90 questions, okay? Tahir just fucking chat GPT that shit. He just be like asking chat GPT, give me 10 fucking questions so I can do my anagram. And then he got 5, type 5, 5W something, so yeah. For some reason, I always thought when you draw, you have pieces and potions zoomed in, drawing a face with detail in that size. It's so fascinating. Yeah, pretty much, right? This is kind of what it looks like. It's just that I used to show more like intensely of what I do. Like I used to just have live stream without the face, and I'm pretty much just like, you know, drawing the canvas. But I don't know. I think people is fine. I think that can be quite boring. So, but I will show you guys my progress for this one every now and again. So don't worry. You can't really see what I'm doing. I wish someone invented a camera where I can show both angles, like my face and the canvas. I think YouTubers do this by having 2 cameras and whatnot, but I can't be fucked. And to be honest, I think it's okay. Just me drawing someone with a cat. It's not that interesting, but it's okay, you know. Maybe if I become a less, what's it called? Maybe if I become a less lazy streamer, we'll get that angle someday. I know that on TikTok, I see art streamers. They have like the giant Cintiq tablets behind them. They be drawing, and they'll occasionally look back and be like, "Hi guys, welcome to the stream." And then they'll do that for the entire stream, and I'm like just like thinking, how is that not the most annoying thing ever? To have to constantly look back, but it's the only way you can see what they're doing though. But I'm just like, bro, I'm actually trying to get shit done on these streams. So yeah, but no worries. People deal with these things differently. I just thought the streamers on TikTok are insane. That's it. But otherwise, how have y'all been, my guys? How have y'all been? My life is not that interesting. So, I mean, okay, let me just talk about one thing about myself. This is my new non-negotiables for myself. Ever since I watched The Bear, I learned about this thing called non-negotiables. It's just these things you are not allowed to negotiate with yourself. You just do the damn thing. Don't negotiate yourself out of it, okay? So one of my non-negotiables for live streaming from now on is I have to share something about myself, even if it's very boring and uninteresting. Because you'll be surprised, I don't even do that IRL. I don't know why I don't talk about myself I think it's just like maybe just being like guarded and shit like that. So I have this new non-negotiable with like streaming or like with friends and whatnot that I must talk about myself, even if it's very boring and very cringe. So here we go. Let's see. Like I did mention before the stream that Tahir isn't here, so I'm gonna be my good old self for the incoming days. And what's gonna happen probably in the incoming days is I'm gonna eat ramen. I am expected to leave my house on Saturday, so that's one thing. But otherwise, yeah, I'm gonna just be drawing and writing or whatever the fuck, I guess. Life in Germany is kind of not any different than when I'm in Malaysia. That's the thing. I think I go out more in Malaysia than I do in Germany, but that's because I have friends and family. But in Germany, I'm just like, okay, I don't know how to find communities because I don't want to join a community where everyone's speaking in German. I have this very, very, very insecure feeling of being left out because of language barriers and shit like that. I know most people here can speak English, but I don't know. I think I also prefer just like close group, like small groups rather than big groups. I tried to join this like board game group once. Didn't really work out because it was a bit unorganized. They were expecting they were not expecting so many people to come for that session, to the point where we kind of just got left out because we're newcomers. And I'm just like, damn, okay, if this is gonna happen all the time, I would have to like come a lot. I mean, that's the whole point. You need to keep showing up, right? But it did feel like if I have to sit every time with new people and whatnot to get to know them again and again, and then I'm just like, I don't know if I can do that, so I stopped going. And it was okay, it was fun, but I think I prefer to play board games with close friends rather with strangers. I think with strangers I tend to hold back, right? Like I'm less like trying to win. Like I'm less competitive, I'm less trying to win because it's like they're just a bunch of strangers. I have nothing to prove to them. But if it's with friends, you know, I can be more freaky and shit like that. I can be more like sabotagey and whatnot. So that's the thing about me. I'm like super guarded when it comes to like other people, and yeah, it's kind of a bad habit, I would say. I'm trying to be less like that. That's why I forced myself to go out this Saturday with some girl that I met on Bumble that we stopped talking for a long while because she didn't reply to my messages. And then 3 months later, she replied to me. She was like, oh my God, I'm sorry I didn't reply to you. I never saw your message, blah, blah, blah. And I said, all good, man. Like at that point, I didn't even cared. I was just like looking for friends to the point where I was just like, okay, yeah, if she's not gonna reply, you know, it's not my problem. At least at least I'm always replying, and I constantly am trying. But I'm not going to put in more effort than, you know, than I should be. And then yeah, and then she finally I said, if you're down, I can still meet and whatnot. And then bam, we got a meetup this Saturday. I'm gonna meet her for the first time. I'm gonna see how it goes. I'm gonna try to be open-minded about shit. But yeah, I think Rifa will understand what I'm going through. Actually, this is how me and Rifa met as well, right? We met through Bumble, but Rifa, really enjoyed hanging out with you. The pottery, the just going to the parks and watching dogs and everything. This is like, I think this is what, I don't know what MBTI you are, but like this is for me, like as an INFJ, this is kind of like what we like. We just like the the art activities. We like that it's low key. We like that it's like, you know, we're both independent. That's one thing about me. I can't be with friends that don't have stuff going on with their life, because I constantly have stuff going on with my life. So if someone is like, you know, they don't have a job or they don't have a passion or anything, it's harder for me to relate, I guess. Like, you can be doing anything, bro. You can be passionate at your job. You can just like have a job, or just like, you know, you get what I mean. So it's important that my friends are very, you know, independent. So yeah, that's pretty much it. That's the social life of an INFJ. This is a case study. She goes on Bumble. She tries to meet people. I ended up meeting a couple of people that I really enjoyed talking to. There was this one particular person I really enjoyed my time with, but she ended up moving to Portugal, so I never saw her again. I don't know if she's coming back. She's probably not coming back. And then there's this girl I met from China. I kind of liked her, but you know, it was kind of like surface small talk level. Like, yeah, we talk about mental health and stuff like that, but sometimes I crave to talk about deeper stuff, like, you know, art, psychology, philosophy, anything, because these are my interests. So it's fine with her, but I guess, you know, I'm always still open to like meeting more people, you know, despite having them. But yeah, okay. I talked a little bit about myself too much. I know we had that non-negotiable where we would talk about ourselves, but I don't want to talk about myself that much. But yeah, we good. I think I'm gonna stop. Yeah. Also, ooh, hello, Boya. Welcome. Wouldn't that feel like people are looking over their backs? That's freaky. Exactly. I don't understand how the streamers do it. I can't do it. Tyre needs a break. That's okay. I need a break too, but nah, I'm kidding. Nah, I think I told him, you know, go have fun, because he has this work thing. I told him, just go have fun with with your coworkers, you know, live a little, because it's not like we don't do these things. I think sometimes he maybe is more reserved with me because I don't drink, I don't smoke, and stuff like that. And well, I'm not really like I've seen how he talks to his coworkers. It's quite scary, okay? So his coworker is an ENTP and Tyre is an INTJ. Their conversation is so intimidating. The way they bounce off each other, they move from one topic to another. It's like a comic without pacing. And I'm just staring most of the time. I just be like, I nod, and then it's like, oh shit, wait, we're in a new territory. We're in a new conversation already. I barely, you know, got a few words in, and then they just like moved on. And I was just like, okay, if this is how he prefers to talk to people, like this is the environment he thrives in, like good for him. But for me, I'm just like, no, bro. Like, you cannot be switching from like someone's wife to how you've been doing in life, and to just like how your grandfather is doing and whatnot. Like, that's just not me. I tend to want to expand on certain topics more before we move on. And that's apparently just how the T's work, right? They're able to just move on, you know, say their points, say their words, and then they can pretty much just move on, pretty much, yeah. I don't know if it's like this for the rest of you T's, but that's just the conversation I witnessed. And I was just like, okay, when they're not talking about work, this is what they talk about, and I can't keep up. So I'm a bit like, maybe I really don't fit in at all. When my husband works late night shift, I don't see him. I eat like a toddler and lock myself in the house. Same. I just eat ramen. I feel so lazy to cook. But I think I'm gonna make myself pasta tomorrow. That's a step up. I feel like I go out way more in Germany. It helps to get a German friend, for sure, for sure. The goal was for me to do that, and I met that person, and then she traveled, she left. So I'm still a bit heartbroken, to say the least, but that's okay. You just gotta keep trying. It's kind of like dating. Like, you think me and Tahir just met literally on the first like swipe? Well, yeah, technically, yeah, we met on Tinder, but like, at first, you guys want to know how Tahir tried to rizz me up? I'll tell you guys in a bit. Let me just go through chat real quick. I only ever go out when I'm needed to. In the Philippines, you have to drag me outside. See, I go out more in Malaysia because my friends and family drag me out, and I appreciate that about them. It's like a non-negotiable for me back then was, if people are inviting you to hang out, you don't ever say no unless you don't like them. But I always like them, so there you go. You just need to make friends with one German extrovert. Easier said than done. uh, it's really hard with strangers because you don't know how they react when you make certain moves in a board game. Exactly. With friends, it's kind of nice, you can read them, kind of, but yeah. Then the German extrovert will introduce you to all their other friends, like an agent. Ah, true. I wish. Also, hi, Adith. Welcome to the stream. My friends usually invite me out, but I'm too busy in my own world. Yeah. I haven't opened Bumble in ages, and I still have your pottery. Yeah, I need to get it back from you. I'm planning to go back to Malaysia at the end of the year or the start of the year. We'll see. Also, hi, Cece. Oh, excuse me. Yep. On Bumble, you have the friendship version and the dating version. All my social life is online. Me too. Same. Chronically online. How am I number one? I don't know. YouTube, man. Raising out the German girls. I prefer the scary place called Reddit. Nah, come on. Reddit is indeed scary. Also, hi Anne. Welcome to the stream. I thought Tahir is ISTP. No, Tahir is not ISTP. Tahir is classic INTJ. No, actually, Tahir, he kind of changed here and now and again. When I met him, I think he was an INTP, and then he became an INTJ. No, he told me I've always been an INTJ. It's just when he came to Malaysia, not being in his own realm and whatnot, he became an INTP, even though he's always been an INTJ. And I don't know, I think maybe these days for me, I'm also becoming more INFP than I am INFJ. I don't know how true that is, but I tend to get lost in my world more often when I'm outside these days. Maybe because I try. I mean, I don't want to out myself. Maybe because I'm disassociating a lot. I don't know. But yeah. I like to daydream about my work a lot. Like my comic and whatnot. Not gonna lie. It brings me a lot of comfort to know that when I come home, I can just either write or draw. I think that's the very comforting right now for me. Not used to though. That's the thing. It didn't used to be like that though. I think I used to dread working when I was in Malaysia for a bit. But I think that's also because I'm fucking burned out or some shit. So yeah. So it depends. But these days, I like working. It's easier to just work than to go out. And that's probably not a good thing. I don't know. You guys know about, that's the thing me and this girl from China, we talked about as well. She said she tends to disassociate, but it's gotten to the point where it's like a bit mentally not good. And she kind of like warned me about this. It's like you realize sometimes like this culture shock of being away from what you used to know can have very like these kinds of results on you, where you try to see yourself as more of a Taurus and disassociate, shit like that. And I kind of get it. She's been here longer than me, and yeah, she's alone. She doesn't have like a spouse or anyone. So I kind of get how if I were to come to Germany by myself, I can see myself getting depressed. I'm not gonna lie. I can see myself getting there. But because I have Tahir, I don't get there. But also, we don't know. We don't know. Maybe I just need to try to integrate more. I think that's the main thing. We should try to integrate to society so we don't always feel like the outsiders. Period. That's it. I think that's the conclusion we can end on. Yes, before it gets too depressing. Let's end on that conclusion. Yes, sir. Tahir had big brain combos. Let Tahir cook. Exactly. Tahir, with the right crowd, he has big brain combos. And he is assertive when needed. But because he's with me, he's less, maybe less trying to always like, prove himself maybe with me. But yeah. Blaming me for dragging you to the MBTI hall? Come on. You love it. You'll love it. That was me when you left? No, I hate to be that person that leaves, for real. I mean, bro, we're even. I'm fucking depressed too. We're fucking even now. No worries. You didn't make that girl travel? Tahir made me travel, bruh. Bumble dating app, dating and friendship app. If you guys want to meet someone close in your city and whatnot, I really recommend Bumble. Although I haven't been on it for a while, My German friend likes to up the weirdness to filter out who he get along with IRL. That's good. I also met my other bestie in Germany via Reddit as well. I hope she doesn't leave me to live in Düsseldorf. Oh, let's hope not. Let's hope not. God. You're literally gonna... I don't know how you're gonna do with that, Nico. Which MBTI do you get along with the most so far? I think she get along with an INFP like me and Jess. Jess is an INFJ. Personally, INFJs get along the most with INFPs and INFJs. I think I made 2 of my closest friends take the test. They came out with INFJ, even though I'm super skeptical that they are INFJ. I just take a look at them and be like, you guys really don't seem INFJ to me. But somehow we are best friends and we somehow do understand each other. So I'm gonna just take it as it is. So I think best friend wise, both are INFJ. I don't know if that's real. Maybe they mistook it. Maybe I'll get them to take it again. But yeah. Also, I also have INFP best friends from college. Very nice. I love my INFPs always. That's why I love Boya. I think Boya is, okay. Here is what I think about the other MBTIs friends edition, okay? INFJs to INFJs, we can be quite critical of each other, but sometimes it's healthy criticism, right? I think only we can see through each other's bullshit because we so fucking analyze each other a lot. And sometimes we do try to give advices to each other, but not necessarily we have to listen to it. And I think that not having that pressure is good. Because at the end of the day, we're both very individualistic. We're both very independent, but we crave to meet halfway and shit like that. At least that's me and my friends. Sometimes I slide into the role of the listener where my other friend is the yapper more. That's why that one I'm seriously thinking she's not INFJ, but I could be wrong as well. But otherwise, with my other friend, my gay friend, he is, I met him in high school, and he's been my desk mate since high school. So I think out of everyone in my life, other than Tahir, I think I'm very, oh, yeah. I don't want to say protective because that sounds a bit weird, but I think even though we don't talk that much, right? That's the thing about me and him. We don't talk that much. But I think because he's seen so much of my bullshit and I've seen so much of his bullshit, we've come to, yeah, like just like, even if we don't talk for a long time, we come back, we're just like old friends. We can totally hang out, no awkward vibes, you know, because we just get each other. And I think that's the beautiful thing. If he is an INFJ male, I think INFJ males are very tragically beautiful. I suppose I won't ever meet another INFJ male like him, but you know, to me, he is just someone that's seen through the worst. I'm talking Tumblr, Lana Del Rey, edgy emo side of me in high school. So you know, she was pretty fucking cringe in high school, and he's been through that with me. So yeah, that's why I think no one can replace him. Just like no one can replace Tahir. So other than INFJs, there's the INFPs, where I have this very strong respect for INFPs. I don't know how to describe you guys. You guys sometimes don't really see your potential as INFPs, and it kind of makes me mad. But you know, if you guys ever come to me for advice, or if you guys ever need advice, I will always want the fucking best for my INFPs. Even though you guys can sometimes seem aloof and daydreamy, but I also respect you guys' curiosity to want to explore things. I think this is very rare, especially for creative people. Maybe when creative people, you know, they tend to get stuck in this like little world, basically like what I'm doing now. But with INFPs, what I really like about you guys is you guys are always open to exploring new things. Sometimes even INFPs are the one that bring me out of my comfort zone. So yeah, that is pretty much my closest friends are mostly INFPs, and surprisingly, Tahir, I ended up becoming a couple with Tahir, who is not a feeling, right? Who is not a feeling MBTI. I don't know how that happened. I think if you want to bring Freudian into this, isn't there sorry, I'm going on a tangent. Okay, this is very fucked up. Do you guys know about the Freudian psychology? The maybe not Freudian. Fuck. Who is the one that said you're attracted to your mom or dad? Fuck that shit. Help me, psychology majors. who coined this psychology? Sigmund Freud. Yeah, the fucking yeah. I think. Oh no, not Freud. Not Freudian? People, yeah? I'm pretty sure that's Freud, yeah. Bro, I hate this psychology so much. It's so weird, but in a lot of sense, it also makes a lot of sense. And I hate that it makes a lot of sense, because now I can't unsee it. Once you know about it, it's so hard to unsee it. And when Tahir told me about it, I was like, ew. I was like, ew, Tahir, please. How can anyone be attracted to like their own like parents and whatnot? And then I made my dad take the MBTI test to prove him wrong. And guess fucking what? My dad is an INTJ as well. And to be fair, I think I've always been able to talk to my dad about a lot of things, like deeper stuff. But I always found my dad also a bit more aloof in some of his like, I mean, not to say aloof, maybe aloof is a strong word, but I guess I'm more like grounded towards the world, but his one is like always like what, there has to be more to life, you know, like outer space, blah, stuff like that and whatnot. And with Tahir, I think Tahir is more balanced. He can be grounded and also more aloof and stuff like that. So Tahir is like a nice balance in that aspect. But yeah, I hated it when I found out my dad is an INTJ too. Because again, I don't have any other INTJ friends. I think Nico is like the newest addition to the INTJ roster, but otherwise I don't know any other thinker types, or maybe I do, but I'm not aware. I think that's the only thing. That's the only conclusion we can come to. I haven't typed everyone around my life, but if I did, I don't know much T types other than Tahir and whatnot. So there you go. Let me look at chat real quick. When you go through life challenges, the MBTI does change. Yeah, that's why I feel I'm more INFP than I am INFJ these days. I already said this before, but I tried to answer MBTI quiz and then I thought I was getting edgy, but still got the same result. That's okay, boy. You're definitely INFP. You're the good ones. Sounds like the Chinese girl needs to drag you outside. Like you need other people to drag you outside for sure. That's why I enjoyed her company, because it was because of her I went to Belgium, which I didn't think was possible. But we kind of planned it out. We just said like, well, since you're leaving, let's go to Belgium. I said I had nothing to lose. And then we went and I was just like, okay, it's really not that bad. Even though I couldn't sleep the night before, but it's really not that bad. But yeah, she does get me out of my comfort zone. And even though we don't have like deep stimulating talks, sometimes just someone that is willing to take you out of your brain, of your mind, of your house or anything, that's kind of all you need in a friendship. Yeah, just realized that you and Tahir are married. Yeah. I'm going to an art comic event on weekends. I'm excited but also nervous because I will be meeting some online moves because they'll be moving, because I know I'll be quiet to my online person. No, trust me, all the INFPs I know, they always fear they are boring or whatever. You guys are not. Just be yourself. And sometimes I find the INFP more outspoken than the other types. You'll be surprised. My friend is an INFP. She recently also did an art booth and she told me she had a lot of fun. And I think she really enjoyed just talking about art with other people and fandom and stuff like that. So I think you have a lot of fun too. Jess is INFJ, yes. Also dangerous. What's the flag behind you? What do you think is the flag behind me? Most of my friends are INFPs, never INTJ. Oops. Should I think he left. It's okay. I don't have to do anything about it, right? Yeah. How to meet an INTJ? I have no idea, to be honest. Me and Tahir met each other quite randomly. I don't know if any family members are watching. I did kind of lie to all my family members about how I met Tahir. I actually met Tahir through Tinder. If you're watching now, oops, yeah. So I don't know why I felt the need to lie to them, but it happened, so yeah. Scared of that book falling near the candle? Me too. Me too, actually. I think it'll be okay, right? Candle is dangerous. Pretty sure that's Freud. Yep. Attracted to what? That is him. I thought Freud is a pyramid thing. Fucking Freud, my living hell. Why? He was also projecting a lot because that was his own feelings towards his mother. Yeah, I hated him. It makes sense. You've been raised to get along with your parents, so when you go out into the world, the people with similar personalities are familiar to you. I am INTJ? Rifa, I didn't know. I thought you were INFJ. But I was typing you as INFJ the whole time. What? Rifa is my new... Oh my god, I'm collecting INTJs now. Honestly, I really appreciate INTJs. You guys are such sweethearts. You guys don't realize that. I think before I met Tahir, I've never met another INTJ. I never knew what you guys were like. I mean, to be fair, I never even knew about the whole MBTI thing. But ever since I knew about it, I realized INTJs are sweethearts. I think just like Tahir, you know. Well, you guys tend to be a bit stubborn, but that's okay. It comes with it. But it's like, but underneath all of that, like exterior of just like, trying to be yourself, maybe. I like how opinionated you guys are. I like how you guys think. I like how you guys strategize. I like how you guys see the world. I like how you guys have quirky habits, like you guys like cooking and stuff. And I was like thinking, what? I thought thinker types like chess and philosophy, deep thinking bullshit, and engineering like Tahir, right? But no, you guys have other quirky hobbies too. Like Tahir likes cooking, which I was appalled because I don't like cooking, even though people kind of expect to think that I would like cooking, but actually I never really enjoy cooking. I just do it like a chore. It's just a necessity that I do. So when Tahir found out that I don't like cooking, he was very shocked. I was like, I never knew that about you after like 3 years into 2 years 3 years into the relationship. I was like, yeah, I know I give off this personality, but I don't actually like care about cooking. If you want to cook, you know, fucking do it. I don't care about it mostly. Did not expect Nico to be INTJ, right? So I love it. Oh, I love you guys. Don't leave me. I always think INTJ are very organized and INFPs are a bunch of sillies. INTJs can be very silly too. That's the thing about them. They kind of hide. Well, I don't want to type you guys. I don't want to overanalyze you guys like that. I'm sorry to the INTJs watching, but sometimes you guys come off as very composed, as someone who's like ready to take on a challenge. But I know that deep down, you guys also get anxious, just like me, about like, you know, maybe planning or going out and stuff like that, which, you know, is something I super relate to because I tend to get in on my head a lot. Like when I'm about to fucking go out, I'd be like, I think of like all the worst possible scenarios. But INTJs, you know, they tend to like, okay, I can mentally prepare for this, and you know that when you go out, fucking nothing happens. So I think you guys can deal with the anxiety better than INFJs. But sometimes I help Tahir, sometimes Tahir helps me, you know, vice versa. Another INTJ in the wild, for real, for real. You guys are here, hell yeah. So happy to bag all these INTJ. Live short animation, welcome. I thought Jess is INTJ. I thought so too, right? I think the INFJ, INTJ thing, we both kind of like get a bit mixed up. But I think because INFJs are more like actors, I would even say. Like we like to keep peace to the point we will smile our way through a conversation even if we fucking disagree with that person or we dislike that person. Whereas an INTJ will kind of tell you straight to your face, maybe with a smile, how much they don't like you. That's pretty much the difference between INTJ and INFJ. One is more willing to tolerate towards the end of the conversation and then be like, I really didn't like that guy. Whereas the other one would be more like, I don't really like you. And they'll smile to your face. I think that's the biggest difference about us. What happened to me, Boya? Why aren't I organized? It's okay. Tahir isn't organized as well. That's the thing about you guys as well. You guys look organized, but fuck, man, you guys would fall apart. I think Tahir would fucking fall apart if he didn't have me. I'm just saying, not to give myself credit, but good opportunity to boast. Me too, Boya. I always get INFJ. Are you drawing? Yes, we're drawing. I kind of started chatting, so we're not really drawing anymore, but this was where it was. I don't think I'll get this done during the stream, let's be honest. I'm kind of more interested about the whole topic we're doing now. I can't help it. So hi, Ayush. Welcome to the stream. Also, my mom told me never use dating apps, so it's understandable why you lied to your family. For real, what is this Asian shame? What is this Asian shame? Animation person is my new favorite way anyone has referred to me. Well, I can call you short if you prefer, but I don't think you would like that. I've never tried friendship dating apps. It scares me. I get it. It's not for everyone, but maybe for me, it's like the safest and quickest way to meet new people without having to put myself out there, you know, because that shit is scary, bro. I tried Grindr and got bombarded with nudes. Grindr is a cesspool, though. Honestly, Nico, you have enough friends. I think you're good. I don't know why my personality is like, oh, you can take the test. It's called the MBTI personality test. I literally have my results from all different hours saved to my email. Oh, from all different years. What? You mean you have multiple personalities? That's cool. I kind of want to know Ren, my friend's MBTI. Ooh, you should ask him. I think Mama might have been right to tell me not to use those apps. Nah, come on. I used an emo alt-only dating app. Never got a date, but made lots of friends. That's good. I think what matters is not the goal, but maybe the journey sometimes, right? Also, art and craft. Is that an animation tab? No, this is a Procreate tab. We're just drawing. Quirky hobbies. Hobbies. Quirky hobbies. True, even Nico cooks. Yeah, I don't like to cook. Jess likes to cook. Jess, you might be mistyped. Hamish can relate. My OC Lucas is INTJ. Deep down, he's a silly goose too. I mean, boy, if you want like references of INTJ, you can ask. I live with one, so I pray to God I'm not whatever this INTJ thing is. I think chainsaw is either ENFJ or ENTJ. I'm just saying, hee hee. Hee hee. It's funny because I can't go to the store, but I can walk to the park or library and be fine. Oh, okay, I don't have that much anxiety about going to the store. I can actually do chores when I'm needed to, like go to the store for groceries and stuff. I more so don't even just, I don't like the act of going out. You know, I just tend to think like, why go out? Home is cozy and nice. So maybe that says more about me, yeah. But I don't have social anxiety to the point where I can't function. Thank goodness, because if I have like more social anxiety, fuck me, I'm not gonna survive in this country. But yeah, it's more so I have like anticipation anxiety and maybe performance anxiety, shit like that. It's the kind of anxiety you get before you have to do something big, and then you end up doing it, and then it's like not that bad, you know, like you can function. So I don't know if you have more of that, maybe. I always wonder what it's like to be an F since I'm thinking type. No, I thought Yerin was INFJ as well. Fuck, I keep mistyping these INFJ, INTJ, INTP people. Jess is a pacifist during art jam. True. It's hard to make friends when you're an adult. Yeah, it is. Because people have the free will to leave. I think that's the thing I struggle with the most. People leaving. And then it's like, I put in so much effort and emotion on you already. I don't want to go look for another person. You know, because it's rare maybe for me to find people that I enjoy hanging out with. So when I find that person, I try my damn hardest to always go out and meet them, even if I don't want to, you know. Then it's not because I don't want to meet you, by the way. It's just because, again, I have anxiety about going out. And then usually when I go out, it's not that bad. I know that it's irrational. It's sometimes irrational anxiety. I know that now. Nothing ever happens when I'm outside, guys. Nothing. And yet you would think the anxiety is lesser. But no. She gotta be like, she gonna die or something. And fucking nothing happens, bro. Like, fuck. Most people call me Anime or Rain, because Rain is my name, but you only know if you watch me. Okay, sure, we can call you Anime or Rain. Also, hi Ren. Yo, is this the Ren? Ren? Boy, yeah, we got a Ren in here. Hello, Ren. I don't know if you're that Ren. Sorry, we have another guy on Discord called Ren. I think you're not that Ren, but welcome, Ren. That's cool. We're drawing kitties. So cute. I'm drawing my OC with his kitty because I drew my other OC with his doggy, with his little doggo. I drew my other OC with his little doggo, and now we're gonna draw my other OC with his little kitty. Yes, yes, we love animals. We love them. Okay, hold on. I want to take the test. What's it called again? MBTI. MBTI test. You got this. The ones in the back look amazing. These are not mine. These are my collection of other people's art. We got an Albedo, we got Makima, and then we got like from various other artists. And I think this one's mine. Yeah, this one's mine. This is from Spirited Away. So yeah. I want to collect a wall art. I actually do have more art, but I couldn't put them out on the wall because they're in the front. So I can't, yeah. I'm asking Ren now, okay. Yuuning doesn't want people to leave. Also, Yerin, that's so cool that you're INTP. I think I don't, also, I also don't know a lot of INTPs in my life. I think I only know Rhapsody INTP as an INTP, but otherwise I don't know. I used to, Tahir used to be an INTP when I met him, but now he's now more INTJ. And we watched Openheimer, by the way. Me and Tahir, we watched Openheimer yesterday. We took 2 sessions to finish it. We watched it the night before, and then we watched it the day after. And I would always like look at him. He's always so fascinated with Oppenheimer because Oppenheimer is, Robert Oppenheimer is INTJ. He's a classic INTJ. And I'm honestly, I don't really know half the time what they're talking about, right? Because it's all sciencey stuff. But I love the dynamic between the T's, like the scientists, the soldiers, because the soldiers, typically they're S's, whereas the scientists are mostly the N's. And I love the dynamic between them, how they talk to each other. It made me, Oppenheimer made me question my entire MBTI personality for my characters. Because I thought my character was an S, but after watching Oppenheimer, I don't really understand or I don't relate to the S's, the soldiers at all. And then I did another deep dive to my character's MBTI, and I figured out they're more N than I give them credit for. So I was just like, whoa. My mind was blown. Oppenheimer opened my mind, and I love the character. I love Robert. I love how he's not cold. He feels guilt. He did blew up Japan somehow, right? But, he kind of knew that was going to happen. And living with that is, I think, the country was trying to condemn him. But I like that he didn't back down. And I like all these people trying to help him because they believe in him. It's just shit like that. Shit like that, you love to see it. You love to see it. So, yep. Really, really recommend Oppenheimer if you guys haven't seen it. Even though you might not understand the sciencey stuff of all of it, it's really, really fun to just see the T's dynamic and how they converse with each other. The pacing is so strong because I think it's so short. Pacing is so out of the place, so strong, so short. Because I think the movie was supposed to be longer than 3 hours, but they had to cut out a lot, so the pacing is like everywhere. But still a very, very good movie to watch. Yay. Oh, Rifa gotta go, bye-bye. Gotta go study, bye-bye. I don't think that's the real Ren. ITP represent, yes. Did not get Oppenheimer that much. My brain cell can't handle all the sign talks. I I couldn't handle it. That's why we had to watch it in 2 sessions, but it was still a good watch. I think I mostly was just studying their dynamics more so than what was fucking happening, you know? Also, hi, I'm Q. Welcome. Hi, Q. Welcome to the stream. Haven't watched Oppenheimer. Very good. Very, very good. Attention span is too short. I understand, but I don't know. Maybe INTJs who watch the show can relate to Oppenheimer. I think Tahir really relates to him. He was even able to predict lines from the show, even though I keep asking him, "You sure you haven't seen this?" He's like, "I haven't seen it, but I kind of know where the thought process is going to end at." It's like, fuck, these INTJs, man. It's pretty fun to be with the T's in that way because it's all cerebral, like Oppenheimer, but it can be hard to form emotional connections sometimes. My closest friends are mostly F's. That is true. That is one thing I realized about Tahir as well. I always ask him, right? Who's your closest friend? And he says, yeah, I have friends. But he can't really truly mention anyone that he can like talk deeply with. And the ones that he was able to were females. And these females tend to be Fs. And I just be like, what about your T best friends? Because I know you have a lot of like T friends as well. And he's like, yeah, we stuck through thick and thin, but he wasn't really able to like come out of his shell with them, know some sort of emotional connection. That's why I also asked him the question, as a T yourself, wouldn't you prefer to date another T who's just as analytical, logical as you? And he said no, because it is really, truly impossible to form an emotional connection sometimes with them. So he's always been more attracted to Fs. I think he has this one best friend, which RIP, he kind of died, and Tahir was really torn up about it. Sorry, we're getting a little emotional, but yeah. I think he told me he could have been ENFP or something, and he was, yeah. It was very rough for him when he found out. So I asked him, was he because I don't know him, but he told me he is truly probably the only other guy that he knows that really like somewhat understands him. So I was like, damn, even the best friend has to be a T. Oh, sorry, it has to be an F for Tahir to be truly able to open up. So I was just like, yeah, this is kind of like the dynamic. What I'm talking about is with closer relationships. I think for him, he prefers to be with Fs, but also maybe he gets intimidated by Fs as well. But with Ts, it's all work, baby. Like when I'm with his coworkers, they're all Ts, and they're all like jumping from one subject to another, and just like I can't keep up. So I think when he's with my friends who are all a bunch of Fs, he maybe gets intimidated by them as well, because maybe we're all so Philly. I don't know why he gets intimidated by them, but that's just it, My closest friends are mostly Fs. That's really, really interesting. Yeah. It's Christopher Nolan, I think, the movie, so I watched it to the end. Yep, it's really good. We gay? We all gay. Yeah. The LGBT kind of died. Yeah. She died. He died. He died, yeah. How you kind of die? Sorry, I didn't say that correctly. He did die. Oh my god, I just realized my husband is an F2. What? You're married? Damn, we didn't know anything about Yerin until today. What's your husband's type? Should I also open up? Feel free. It's easy to relate with T's when it comes to everything theoretical, and it's fun to get along with them that way. Yep. I think that's how it is for him and his coworkers as well. It's just like you guys can really Pretend that didn't happen. You guys can really relate to with like work stuff and just like intellectual stuff like chess and shit, right? Like I don't fucking play chess. You would never, you can never catch me with that shit. But I did try to play chess with Tahir, of course. We tried. And I think there was this one time I told him I never played chess and I don't know the first thing about chess. But I think I clocked him at one point. But of course he still won. But he was like, "You clocked me there." And I was like, "I didn't even know I clocked you." But yeah. I think I kind of just know the rules of chess, but I don't necessarily strategize. The only like type of strategy thinking I do have comes from board games, even like playing games in general and just trying to predict the move, but at the same time I don't know the rules enough to know if my predictions are right, because there's so many rules in chess as well and so many ways to play chess. So it's not really my thing, you know. new to the MBTI thing, maybe I should make my BF take the test and see what it is. Oh, you should. I would love to know who INTPs are into for sure. My husband is ENFJ. I think I gotta check. Oh, that's so nice. I never met an ENFJ, but that's cool. We say passed away around here sounds less bad. Oh, sorry. Yeah, his best friend passed away, yeah. I asked Ren about MBTI. He got suspicious. I think it was weird to ask about other people's MBTI. Nah, it's not that weird. Just be like, because I'm INFP, I need to know. You know, just be like that. 1 centimeter away, someday will burn. Someday, not today. I took a test, but you gotta pay. No, you're on the wrong test. You don't have to pay for the test. Sorry, let me get you the test then. It's the 16 personality test, right? Why do you have to pay for it? Here you guys go. I sent it. This is the test. Damn, I would hate to fucking after going through 50 questions and shit and then be told I have to pay. I'll kill myself. Take the book to the wall. It won't survive. It will fall. Oh my god, we just rhymed. You need a book stand. True! Wow, you're so smart! Actually, true. I should just buy a damn book stand. Why didn't I think of that? Hell yeah. Also, we kinda there with the pose. But the reference, his legs are a bit not there, so I'm gonna try to fix his legs. I wasn't really like deconstructing his anatomy when I was drawing it. And also, can I just tell you real quick, even though we're feelers, we INFs are feelers, the way we think is through making like maybe artistic decisions like drawing. You know how there's like anatomy and stuff like that? This is where we excel. We may be feelers, but when it comes to like thinking and stuff, or just like trying to like logicalize this anatomy and stuff, this is where we shine, I would say. Because even though INFs are known to be the super feelers and the super sensitive or whatever, when we are needed to be on the logical side, we can be, you know. We're not constantly having to be on the feeler side. When we need to be logical, we can be. And when for me, logically, you know, it will be trying to deconstruct shit like that. This is where I enjoy the logical side of it all. Because I don't see art as just like, oh yeah, I can just draw this pose because I'm so good, I'm talented. No, fuck no. How we do it, we look at references, we try to study it, and we try to see them like shapes. We try to deconstruct them into shapes. And that's where the INFs shines, I would think. This is art, 3D, 4D chess art for us. I don't know if that made any sense, but yeah. Nico doesn't like chess. Okay, that's a first. There are INTJs that don't like chess. I'm so happy because I don't want to give my character a chess arc. I was like thinking, fuck, why do all these? Because Tahir plays a lot of chess, and actually, I don't think my dad plays chess. Now that I think about it, but he has no problem playing it if he needs to, you know. But good to know. Also, hi Essen, welcome to the stream. Someone got scammed. Ignore your problems just like how she ignored my comment. Bro's bringing bad vibes. I'm gonna put you in a timeout. Yeah. I'll see you in 24 hours if I ever stream again next time. And I have a coworker, it costs like 20 bucks. Yep. It shouldn't be cost a thing that. I have a coworker who I think is an INTJ. He's good at everything. One time we played chess. I was so bad at it. I always lose, but he's eager to play with me, even though he wins every time. Exactly. Like, when Tara tells me to play chess, I'd be like, okay. But I don't necessarily play to win. I just play knowing he's gonna beat me, but that's okay. I'll learn something along the way. Something like that. When you're rude, people ignore you. Exactly. Chess is boring. I respect it though. Good to know. I like playing chess, but I suck at it. That's good. See, you're already defying your stereotypes, right? I only like chess when it's on the computer because I don't need to remember how the pieces move. Wow. Wait, that's different. True. Technically, Tahir only likes to play on his phone. He plays it. He actually has like points and whatnot. And I don't know if I ever told you guys, Tahir joined this chess competition in Malaysia once. He didn't win, but he was like he did pretty good. He was like in the I would say top average somewhat, but he lost to like this old guy. This old guy, I think he was Iranian or something. He's basically Arabic. He played with his own kind. He lost to his own kind. And yo, this old guy, let me tell you, when we saw him, because I was with him at the competition, when we saw him, we immediately think about Mike from Breaking Bad. If you guys didn't know Mike, who if you haven't seen Breaking Bad, there's a character called Mike. He's like this same guy. He's bald, wrinkly, you know, eyes sunken, serious. But you know, when he plays chess, he's like, yeah. And he brought his son. We saw this guy that looks like Mike, who plays chess like a pro, who also brought his own son to come and compete in it. And we were just in awe, to be honest. I used to do like chess tournaments and shit, but only to make friends. What? Isn't CC INFJ? You play chess too? Damn, you guys are really defying stereotypes. It's interesting because I have an INFJ friend who's also creative, but her field is economics, research, and a bit of programming. The duality, right? I think sometimes INF people like to be in these logical fields, analytic fields, and whatnot, because we can shine. We can't do these things if we're needed to. But if you take away whatever creative hobby they have left, they will probably want to kill themselves. So it's about finding balance, I think, for everybody. Yeah, I think that's how it goes. My BF likes strategy games, had me play chess with him one time. It was only fun because I played it with him, but I usually hate and suck at strategy games. I don't mind strategy games like board games and shit like that. I actually have a lot of fun doing that, but chess maybe is just a bit too traditional for me. I just like games where I can kind of see loopholes in it. I enjoy seeing loopholes, but with chess, it's really hard to see loopholes because there's so many rules with it. So yeah, I can be competitive too when need to be, yeah. Maybe I'm an embarrassment to tease. I'm so bad at chess. No, like, see, everyone here says they don't care for chess. I just thought the teas enjoyed chess out of nature, out of just pure nature. Baking bread. Mike, one of my fave tsundere characters. I love Mike from Breaking Bad. he's like that grandpa that's like, and I seen people play chess with no board, just saying the board pieces, and now like, ugh, it's not fun. I love chess. I made a lot of friends over chess. Oh, maybe you're a T type then, if we're gonna stereotype you that way, yeah. But yeah, okay, well, I guess I can talk a little bit about how me and Tahir met, if you guys are interested. I don't know if I ever mentioned this before. If I did, then yeah, I'll talk about it again. So I kind of, first of all, what you need to realize is I kind of had this lie with my family for a long ass time that I met Tahir on a hiking thing, but that's not entirely true. I lied to them because it's kind of embarrassing to, as an Asian, to admit you're meeting your spouse through an app, even though that's like the norm. But back then, you know, maybe it wasn't that much of a norm. So I told him I met him through a friend. We went hiking. We met that way. It's completely false. Met Tahir through Tinder, and then Tahir's way of rizzing. Okay, fuck that guy. He only had one picture. Okay, so I have this non-negotiable on Tinder because I've been on there for so long. After I broke up with my ex, I would periodically go on, install Tinder, try it for 2 weeks, and then delete the app after I found people to meet. And then when it doesn't work out, after 3 months, I would go back to the app, I would install it, and then I would keep swiping, meet other people, don't work out. So I did this for 3 times. And the last time I did it, I was about to graduate college. I was gonna get into my final semester doing my FYP, and then I told myself it's all or nothing. I'm literally about to graduate and become a citizen of society and fucking get a job. Like, I have to go all out before I do any of that shit. And then Tahir's Tinder profile only had one photo. One fucking photo. And my non-negotiables for Tinder is that if this person has only one photo, I would usually swipe away. But Tahir looked okay in the photo. You know, he didn't look super good, but he didn't look super bad either. He was super neutral in that photo. He looked tall, and he looked like he sounded, picturing the voice, sounded like a low voice. Also, hi to the new people coming in. Hello, sorry, I'm in the middle of talking about how I met my husband. Embrix, Arnav, Azuka, welcome. And yeah, in the meantime, sorry, I was drawing this. We're drawing. Yeah, we're supposed to be drawing, but I got into a tangent. My bad. Sorry. Let me continue. He had one fucking photo. He looked tall, and he looked like he had a deep voice. And he looked clean. The bare minimum for me was that he looked clean. And his bio had little to none. I don't remember what his fucking bio was. I think it wasn't anything about him either. And I was contemplating swiping him away, but I decided to give him a shot because fuck it. It was like I was there swiping 1 a.m. I had nothing. I was like, okay, he looked clean. Okay, we swipe right. And then we started talking, but he didn't want it to like text. He told me I'm not much of a texter. I'm more of a face-to-face person. So he asked me, would you be willing to meet? And I said, meeting is fine, but I would like to get to know you a bit more first through text because, you know, stranger danger. And we would talk about like anime, art, things I like basically, but not necessarily things he likes. He would talk a bit about his favorite anime and shit like that, and that was fine. And then finally he came down to the question when we wanted to meet. He's like, coffee or tea would you drink? And then back then I would tell him I don't like even both coffee and tea. And then he's like, okay, literally anything. We can do anything. Like he was like, I can feel his frustration. I was like, okay, yeah, let's just come out for lunch and stuff. And then I met him for lunch. And truly, he shined more IRL than he did through text. It was very interesting. I think with text, he kind of had like this wall that I couldn't get into it, but we both still were able to have talks about, what kind of animals we like, shit like that. And then when we came out, the conversation became even more unhinged with the both of us, where I I started opening up about like I'm chronically online and I'm super introverted, and my art friends think I'm fucking unhinged because I like Fifi Frank. And then he said, oh, I like Fifi Frank too. And I was like, no way. I think back then, truly, we really, really started opening up to each other because of Fifi Frank. I don't know why. We just do. And then first date went super great. We kind of went to the park. We held hands. I leaned on his shoulder, but we didn't like initiate for a kiss, even though we both knew we were like okay with the touching and the kissing and stuff like that. But maybe he told me later on that he felt it was too fast for a kiss. And I agreed. I told him it kind of feels special when the first date is more just platonic things of just like, seriously, we just talked from lunch to the evening to dinner. Like, and then I went home at 9 p.m. Like, we talked the whole day. About what? I don't quite remember anymore. I think we just talked about life and his life as an immigrant from Yemen to Malaysia, and how I felt, what did this guy go through in this life? Like he went through war, his dad was abusive and shit like that, and I was just like, he's the most complicated person I've ever met as an INFJ, right? And I was super intrigued by him. So the second date, we were much more comfortable with each other, and then the rest is history. So there you go. That was pretty much how we met. And I think the good thing about being online and just like on Tinder and whatnot is that you both shouldn't and you both don't need to play this mouse and cat game. You know how some people do in relationships, where they're always like, I don't know if this person likes me, but I'm gonna act like I don't like them so they'll like me more. Like, no, not in this state of the world, not online relationship where everyone is fucking ADHD now. You skip all of that. If it's the right person, you jump in on that. That's the thing about online relationships now. And it helps. It helps that we both know what we wanted out of the relationship. We both didn't. At first, when we got really close, I asked like, do you want to put a label on it? Do you want to be like boyfriend and girlfriends and stuff like that? And he said he wasn't ready yet, and I was like, cool, it's fine. We can just stay friends with benefits for now. And then, of course, eventually, friends with benefit didn't last long. Eventually, I don't know what happened. I think one time his bag got lost. He lost his bag. It had a lot of important documents in it. And then he called me. And I tried to calm him down. I tried to reassure him. I just tell him, you have to go back. You have to go back and look, ask the restaurant and whatnot. And then when he found his bag, he found that he was, it was just there, still there. And he was like, oh, I thought I was going to fucking kill myself or something and shit like that. And I was like, no, you're good, like good, it's good that you found it. And I think after that incident and us meeting more again, we decided to put the girlfriend boyfriend label after it. So I don't know if this is for all INTJs, but I can see how you guys find maybe just like, and I think maybe you guys love language is like words of affirmation, maybe a bit of acts of service. This is probably not for all INTJs, sorry. I'm just like, just saying that for him, it's like, it really helps in those situations for them. Just someone who you can talk to in like a crisis, right? Because I don't know why he called me, right? He could have literally called anyone. He could have called his mom, his friend, anyone, but he called me. So, you know, being the person that he called, I would, of course, just like try to do my best. And from then on, I think from then on, I've always been his emergency contact. Yeah. I sometimes I ask him, why don't you put your family as your emergency contact? And he's like, they have a lot to deal with already. He doesn't want them to worry about him as much. So he asked me, is it okay if he puts me as his emergency contact? And I said, yeah, sure. And I told him, can I do the same then? And he's like, yeah, because I don't fucking care about my family too. It would be nice if we could put each other as emergency contact. And then my supervisor, that was after we were together and we had a job. I had a job, my first job. My supervisor came to me and asked me like, who is this name for this emergency contact? I told her, oh, it's my boyfriend, Tahir. And she's like, oh, because I only put Tahir and my brother as my emergency contact. I didn't put my parents, not anyone else. Truly, yeah. It's just like, we were just like okay with like, being each other's emergency contact. And I think that matters a lot in our relationship. It's like someone you want to be able to depend on. But yeah, that's just the gist with my relationship with him, pretty much. Let me look at chat real quick. And also, now that you guys are mentioning again the one picture, yeah, I clocked him. I was like, why, bro? I was about to swipe away for that one picture, bro. Why did you only have one picture? And he's like, I couldn't be bothered. I was like, fuck this guy, you know? And then I was like, I was about to swipe away this man because of that rule, of that picture. Okay? And then I was like, just be fucking glad you looked clean there. I was like, I was willing to put down my non-negotiable for you because you looked okay. You didn't look like a creep and you looked clean. That's literally it. But otherwise, what else? Oh yeah, when I met him, he was short. Don't tell him that. He hates it, but it's like, I told him, to be honest, you look tall in your picture, but you're much shorter than I thought. And his voice was much higher than I anticipated. And I was like, yeah, it was not that nice of me to just say it like that, but that was already when we were together, so it's fair. It's all game, but yeah. That's pretty much it. Let me read chat. I love checkers though. It's easy and I always win. I remember Basil losing at checkers with multiple times. Leave till he sobbed. That's cool. I like that you're clocking Basil. Tari could have been a serial killer. Yeah, the one picture thing, man. My mom used to say that about dating apps too. She met her current boyfriend on the dating app though. That's good. Go mom. Honestly, boomers, jump on that shit. Like, just don't play the fucking mouse and cat game. Shish. Anish probably left, but no, I'm not American. I'm pictured Tahir holding a fish in that one photo. Nah. He was just looking into the camera. It was a selfie. He was smiling, but the weather was gloomy. I think he was like, it was an overcast photo day, and I was just like, okay, he looks tall, he looks clean, he doesn't look creepy, let's go, yeah. I'm an INFP, congrats. Boya is also an INFP. Can I ask something about dating apps? Are you able to search someone on dating apps? No, it's all random. I did, on multiple occasions, was matched with ex-high schoolers and whatnot, but I would swipe away. So no. You can always swipe away if you don't want to hang. He looked clean. Yeah. It's hard to tell someone's personality through text for sure. Vocaloid, Rue, hello. I listen to a bit of Miku, but not extensively, no. I know a bit, but not a lot. Me and my husband bonded over liking ants and brain fungus in the plant herb documentary. It's always the weirdest thing though, right? It's like these super niche things you don't think anyone else would understand, but when you find that person, it's actually quite nice. It's actually quite magical, I would even say. You just need to find that one weird ass dude or friend that's like able to just like, what, you like Fifi Frank too? I mean, Fifi Frank, please, guys. Back then, he wasn't that cool. He became cooler now. And Tahir doesn't like Fifi Frank anymore because he's cool now. He used to like Fifi Frank because he was uncool, you know? He was going against the standards. But now that he's cool, he doesn't like him anymore. I bought him a framed bullet ant on our first dating anniversary. God damn. That is super niche. The only thing me and my GF did was dance. They taught me how to dance properly. That's so cute. Tahir hates dancing, so I never got to dance. But I don't mind. I don't care for dancing as well. So white? Yeah, that game stuff is dumb. That's kind of cute, right? If someone acts not interested in you, just move on. For real, for real. You don't have time to waste on this online digital world. I think mine is quality time and words of affirmation too. That's good, that's good. He knew I wasn't busy. That's adorable. For real. It means he felt safe enough to be around you. Yeah. How can you not feel safe to be around me? I'm like a sanctuary. sorry. I had to give myself credit where credit was due. Right there. I think one good thing maybe I think coming from my friends and whatnot is that I'm always the one that tries to get people together and just like, you know, instigate, organize, and yeah, just someone that actually cares about, you know, the relationship. That's the thing about me. If I care about you and I really like you, you know, I would like to dedicate a lot of time and effort on you, even though you might not want it, even though you didn't ask for it. But I want to do it because I care about you. This is my love language. My love language for other people is my acts of service. I can't do words of affirmation. I'm really bad at words of affirmation, but I'm really good at acts of service, and I'm really good at just like quality time, I would say. I would like to dedicate a lot of my time for you if I like really like you as a friend, for sure. Isn't Tahir 5'6"? Nah. Tahir? Yeah, wait. Yeah, he is. Yeah, actually, you're right. Do you feel catfished? Nah, it wasn't catfish. I think it was just unexpected. Sometimes you just have this idea. You just have this idea of someone in your head based on that one fucking photo, right? I didn't have a lot to go. I didn't have a lot to work with, okay? So I kind of had this idea, and I would stalk him. You know, I would stalk him on Facebook, Instagram, and then I would later ask him out, like when we were outside. I was like, "By the way, do you have any social media?" And he would be like, "Nope." And I would just be like, "None at all?" He's like, "Nope." I'm just like, fuck, man. I spent so much time trying to look this person up to only find out he doesn't even do social media. And I was like, fuck this guy, man. Wasted my damn time. Also, hi, Muko. Where are you from? I'm from Malaysia, but I'm now in Germany. Can you name 3 anime you like? Recently, I mean, I thought K-pop Demon Hunters was pretty good, but I wouldn't say it's my most favorite. I think my most favorite would be Blue Eyed Samurai. Is Arcane anime? I guess Arcane is not anime, but if it was anime, I would put Arcane, and I would put Ghibli Studio Films in there. And I actually quite enjoyed Chainsaw Man, the anime, even though I read the manga. I like both the manga and the anime, so there you go. Also, hi Tor, welcome to the stream. Do you think of Harry Potter when you saw that one photo? No, not at all. He looked more like Harry Potter IRL. And I did ask him at one point, be like, do people tell you look like Harry Potter? He's like, all the time. I'm like, damn, yeah. And then I would tell him, right? I'll open up, be like, you know, I used to have a crush on Harry Potter. It's like, oh damn, really? And I'm like, hell yeah. So that kind of helped, I would say. That kind of helped. Who did you guys have a crush on in Harry Potter? I'm actually quite interested. I don't know if you guys have seen Harry Potter, but if you did, who did you guys have a crush on? I always had a crush on Harry Potter. No doubt about that. Like, I can't empathize with him so much. Even though, uh, I think they typed Harry as ISFJ. So that's weird. I thought he would be INT, but they typed him as ISF. So he's not exactly like Harry Potter. If anything, he's more like Snape. Snape is INTJ. And I didn't quite like Snape. I was like the kids. I was just like, ugh. He's so mean. He's so mean to Harry. And guess what? Dumbledore is INFJ. What do you know? And I think Voldemort is either ENTJ or INTJ as well. So it's for whatever reason, right? Even in Oppenheimer, well, I don't know, fuck, I can't say his name. The German guy is INFJ, Oppenheimer is INTJ, and INTJ won. In Harry Potter, this is INFJ lost his life. INTJ almost won, but was beaten by the ISFJ. So there you go. It's always these NJs, TJs fighting each other, and it's like kind of their all ends as well. I'm not 5'7", I'm 5'4". Not that tall. No socials? Nah, that's a serial killer. Yeah, that's the thing about Tahir, he's super low key. He said he had a social media phase, but he realized he spent a lot of time online arguing with other people, to the point where he got death threats, which was fine. He didn't care. He was even a mod for multiple Facebook groups and shit like that. But he realized how toxic it was, and then he left everything, left social media and everything. Yeah. I think if I really like someone, I would find something. If I really like someone, I will find something I like. Give you little things like rocks. I think KY, but I give my GF my fave rock and Stuffy. I used to sleep with a lot, and then Lordum. That's cute though. But I think that's cute. Sometimes it's like, it's like these things matter to me, and you don't necessarily have to find them just as mattering to you, but you need to understand that these things matter to me, and if you like me, you will know these things matter to me, so don't break my heart and shit like that, Also, hi Jenny, welcome to the stream. I love Zoe, Mira, and Rumi. Yes, K-pop Demon Hunter, the girlies. I love the Saja boys. I love the villains more than the main characters, but I can appreciate how the main character personality was given, for sure. You watch Arcane in Japanese? It's anime? Arcane Season 1. I love Arcane Season 1. I can't say the same for the Season 2, but I still love it. Hell yeah, you got your own Harry Potter. I still haven't seen Harry Potter. You can try. Yeah, right? We scored Harry Potter. I had a huge crush on Luna Lovegood. That's cute. Luna is like classic INFP, right? Would you say so? Cho Chang was pretty, or whatever her name was. Yes, her name is Cho Chang. True, Cho Chang was with Harry for a while, right? Me and Tahir, we make fun of each other all the time. He keeps saying, maybe I'm Cho Chang, and then he's like, he's Harry. And then we even thought about doing a Halloween thing where I go as Cho Chang and he goes as Harry Potter. It was funny, actually. But yeah. I wouldn't say, but I'm not a Ravenclaw like Cho Chang though. I typed my house as I'm Hufflepuff. Yeah. No, wait. No. Cho Chang is Ravenclaw. I'm Hufflepuff.
I'm the yellow one, basically. No, wait. Right? Which one's the yellow one? Ravenclaw or Hufflepuff? I forgot. I watched Harry Potter when I was already an adult, so it was weird crushing on little kids. Ooh. Ooh. And I oop. But it's cool to crush on them though, because they're such cool characters. They're very well written, and it's fine. I think just like crush on like personalities. I think that's okay. Luna is a cool character. I admire weirdos. Same. I admire Luna as well. I like that Luna was the only person that was able to tell like Harry why he could see these dead horses. Because Luna was also someone that went through hardships in her life. She had to see her mother die. And that's how they bonded, right? They bonded over death and how they both can see these dead horses. And I think that's just very, very good writing, bro. Like, how can you make two characters who have no common ground, no actual interactions for the better half of the movie to come together based on that one moment where they both have endured hardships in their life? Like that shit is good writing, okay? INTJ is stereotypically evil villain personality. No, for real, but sometimes you get people like Oppenheimer, right? Who tries to do good by the world, but still gets cast as a villain to the point maybe someday the INTJs are just like, fuck it. Since no one is understanding of me, I'll make my own path. You know? I think that's how the INTJ gets corrupted. That's the extreme INTJ, basically. I'd smash Bellatrix. You and Tahir both. Tahir wants to smash Bellatrix so bad too. Now I'm attracted to middle-aged men. Understandable. I have a feeling Cillian Murphy is an INFJ. INTJ, yes. Yes. I think they had a running joke on the Oppenheimer movie that it was a show acted by an INTJ, written by INTJs, directed by INTJs. So it is like this whole mixed fucking bag of INTJs in one movie. So it's actually very interesting, actually. And I thought the character was very well written. Like Oppenheimer as a person, he's flawed, he has flaws, and he has moments of weaknesses. He's not like this villain that everyone makes out to be. Like, he has his ideas, and even though not everyone agrees with him, right, the whole point is that he is his own person. Ain't any thick black chicks in Harry Potter, options are limited here. Good to know. Wait, you're 5'4", I thought you were taller than Tahir. No, Tahir is still taller than me. I thought Tahir was way taller than me, but no, he's just slightly taller than me. Also, hi Sketch, welcome back. As a kid, I thought I had a crush on Peter Pan actor on that one movie. Ah, good to know. Oh God. We about to remove someone again. Bye bye. Don't need this. What is up with these random homophobes? Because that's the thing about my stream now. I think when people are watching reels, they will swipe onto my stream because this is how YouTube promotes live streams now. It's just these randos swiping on stream. So, you know, this is a very good indicator of if you will enjoy my stream. If you will, you know, see this, don't like it, swipe away. That's it. It helps a lot, okay? I honestly can't remember my childhood fictional characters that crushes at all. I deleted it, I guess. No, try to tap back into it. It's actually quite fun, I would say. I'm Hufflepuff. Yes, yes. I like Cho Chang, but I prefer how she's portrayed in the books. Never read the books, but I now see these inconsistencies with movie adaptations compared to book novel writings. See this a lot with Twilight as well. It's actually quite funny. I saw a video where this girl was reenacting Snape from the books versus the movies, where he's more likable in the movies and he's more of a petty guy in the books, which is very interesting. So, yeah, we're not finishing this today, are we? I mean, I can work on it off stream later, but yeah. Man's still in the closet. Yeah, gotta go have fun though. Bye bye. Have fun too. I love Hermione. Shame. I love Hermione. I think I got my eyes on Draco Malfoy back then. Damn, yeah. Because I like either with glasses or bad boys. So which one? I thought Legolas was hot. Lord of the Rings? Let me confirm that. Hell yeah. Oh, but Legolas is like too perfect looking though. I can see why you find him hot, but I feel like I like characters that are more grounded and a bit goofy. Can't really relate to perfect looking characters. I mean, I think Orlando Bloom helps with the portraying how perfect looking he is. But hey, can't say no to some eye candy. Am I right, boys? Won't say no to that. No, sir. Oh, I don't know, man. I don't know. Okay. It's weird because I liked Luna before. I knew what lesbianism was. Damn. Good to know. Good to know. Hermione, aka Emma Watson, my childhood celebrity crush. That's cool. Emma Watson is very pretty. She's very pretty. I can see how it is turning out now. It seems very good from this one. I can't tell what it is. Like a man, I think it is a man. There you go. That is. It's more of a boy. I'm just drawing a boy and his cat. This is what we have so far. Steel. Honestly, needed some goodness in my life. Lately, I've been reading a lot of BL stuff, and they're very like not. They're very toxic. But I can appreciate a good art though, and I don't know why it's always these BL ones that have like the best art, but then it's like the storyline is like super fucking problematic. But I appreciate chaos sometimes. Sometimes you want to tap into that fucking evil chaos you harbored. Basically, I read Codename Anastasia. But you guys didn't need to know that. But now that you know, if you know, IYK, IYK, bro. I don't think Orlando Bloom is hot, just Legolas. Like the blonde wig and the bow makes it for me. I see, it's the character. That's good, that's good. He looked really, really good in Pirates of the Caribbean as well, though, to be fair. I had a huge crush on Orlando Bloom in the Pirates of the Caribbean, exactly. Oh wait, he was a hot pirate too, wasn't he? Exactly. Maybe he just used to be hot and he's not as hot now. I mean, isn't he with Katy Perry or someone? In my opinion, the post is very statistic, like how, thank you. Reference, man. Theo is a cat person for sure. Theo is a cat person. Who is Theo? My character. So I'm drawing my character with their pets. This is my other character, Lauren. He likes dogs. He has a dog named Lucy. So this is one character. And I'm about to draw my other character with his cat. Just to show you guys a bit of their personality. And I think with animals, personalities truly shine. I've been birthing BLT content left and right. Hell yeah. I love it though. I have a lot of fun just like daydreaming and putting my ideas into solid concrete paper. Like I used to just daydream, but now I actually do the thing, and that's honestly a step up for me as a person. Okay, I don't know what to tell you. This grind is much needed, and I can't believe it took fucking BL to get me into this grind. Did BL save my life? Maybe, possibly. I don't want to give it too much credit, but possibly. It just kind of put me in this like weird like motivating spunk I'm now on, kind of. Yeah. Oh my god, season 2 is out. Oh, Taekju is baby girl. Oh my god, I love Taekju so much. uh I just can't with Zenya though. I just can't with him. He had so much potential. And then they just, I don't know what the author was trying to do with all that scene. It was so unnecessary. Could have gone through this another way. I don't know if is it plot twist, shock factor, whatever. I mean, I kind of saw it coming, but I didn't like how the shock was delivered. Yeah, I felt it was very unnecessary, basically. But I'm still gonna read it, of course. Like, fuck that shit. But yeah. Gonna read it for Taekju for sure. Theo's Yuuning Gaze OC, yep. Love Codename Anastasia. Ooh, I wouldn't say I love it, but I will say it has great fucking art on it for sure. Pig Fission, yeah. I'm researching my childhood crushes now because Yuuning told me to. Yeah, you should give us a list later on Discord. I wish I had an iPad. Should get on it. It was my ultimate goal after I graduated college to get an iPad. It was, and now that I gotten an iPad, I don't want anything else in my life anymore. So truly, getting the iPad was like my ultimate goal. And once I got it, I'm kind of complete as a person because I don't need much in life. I don't need all that money to like have a fucking big house. I just need 3 meals a day. Well, at this point, 1 to 2 meals a day, a house, a bed, a toilet where I can shit in, and my iPad. The PC is an added extra bonus, you know, it helps. But yeah. So I can imagine just researching childhood crushes on the work, on work. I mean, I know that novel from Codename Anastasia is very good though. I hate reading words, so the manhwa's gonna have to do. Yeah, yeah. They say their characters are quite different from the novel and the manga though. I wonder. Also, Nibli Dahlia. I, uh, well, I have to translate. But thank you for joining the stream briefly if you did. I'm dropping that manhwa a lot of times because it's so action filled. I kind of skimmed through most of the intelligent stuff, the spy stuff. Just go to the spicy one, to be honest. I read it all in one day. I read the whole fucking volume 1 in one day, so you can kind of get where I'm at. Jonathan Taylor Thomas in the home improvement era. Oh, he's cute. Okay, blue eyes. We got a type. Blue eyes, just. Senya's character is so fine. He's fine. But bro. Senya is a bit too high on himself for real, for real. I love the way they draw his lips. I'm trying to follow it. Ooh, love it, love it. A lot of people say Taekju is Anastasia's weakness, since Senya is the Anastasia. We all know where Anastasia is hiding, okay? Oh, oh, Dada's still here. I guess you're trying to ask what program I'm using. I'm using Procreate on iPad. Sorry, I can't really translate what you're saying right now, so I'm just assuming what you're trying to say. That's exactly what I'm doing. At work, Jess? At work? Why work when I can Google 90s heartthrobs? Hell yeah. Bro, have you guys... Oh, I'm sorry. I know Leonardo DiCaprio is such like a controversial figure, but he looks so good when he was young. He's like that boyish charm. I can't help it. He's like got that bad boyish charm. And Johnny Depp, when he was young, like fuck. Like guys, say what you will. Men will age, but you can always look back at photos, okay? You can always go back to the photos. Still trying to read True Passion. Oh, okay. Random question, can y'all still make decent art on the cheap tablet? I don't see why not, for sure. You can make art on the phone, you can definitely do it on the tablet, for sure, yeah. I think Della draws on the phone. I'm actually planning to do a donation pool soon with Chainsaw to, if you guys are willing to donate shipping, we're gonna do a shipping pool donation for Della, where Chainsaw, after accumulating that money, Chainsaw will ship his tablet to Della. So I will put up the poll maybe on Sunday. I'll put up the links where you can donate, you know, even if it's just like $1 or anything. Technically, Chainsaw only needs like $12. And if one of us $1, you know, it's quite easy to reach that thing. But I thought it could be like our first community donation thing where it's super chill, super low key, where someone like Della, you know, we know she's a great artist and she deserves a tablet, to be honest, because she's been drawing on her phone and whatnot. And, you know, Chainsaw just happens to have a tablet, so we thought it's a great opportunity to start doing it. And yep, I'll see based on the donation. I will donate the rest. I will donate whatever rest we need. So I'll see how it goes first this Sunday. I'll put it up on Sunday. But you know, if you guys want to join, want to help an artist today, I thought this is a great opportunity to do it. Even though this is quite small, but you know, small acts of kindness, I think it's a great way to start something in the future, right? Sorry, I kind of trailed off there. I got really confused at the cat's anatomy. No, that was a good line. Fuck. Okay, good thing I brought it back. I was really happy with that line. I would have really hated it if I lost that line. All right, I am almost done with the sketch actually, but I can't figure out his hand, and I can't fucking see. Okay, right, let me just draw the hand individually away. Oops, just a sec. Nor. What was that? Sorry, let me lock in real quick. I just need to draw the hands. My nemesis. Damn hand, bruh. No, I'm not satisfied. I'm not satisfied. I spend just as much time deconstructing hand anatomy than I do with fucking body anatomy. It's actually kind of crazy how fucking hard hands are to me. Like, I don't get the way they bend. Why do they bend like this? Is this a MBTI thing? Or is this just like a skew issue? Me blaming it on MBTI is classic though. Come on, that was kind of funny. Okay. Oh. Okay, I'm much more satisfied. No. But that was really hard though. Fuck that shit, bro. But it was very, very important that I get the hands right. It's the tender hand moment the character has with the cat can only be shown through the hands and his facial expression. So sometimes hands are important for showing emotions. But yeah, what a mess. What a mess. Absolute mess. Let me clean this up real quick. I don't know what I'm looking at. When the sketches all collide. All right. Okay. That makes more sense. All right. Okay. I know I keep saying all right, okay, all right, whatever. Okay, so this is what we have so far. I cleaned up his sketch. Finally, we have a cleaner line art. It is whatever right now. I want to fix his posture. Actually, it's not that nice, but we got a little kitty cat. Yay! That kitty cat anatomy was very hard, but not as hard as the hands. And this is like the original reference and whatnot. But yeah, I wanted to give my character face to it instead of following the reference. But yeah, that is deal with a cat. Meow meow. Meow meow, bitches. Oh, hi cute. Welcome back. Oh, I missed a lot. Shit. Adrian Greenier. Greenier? Jess has a type. Then blue eyes. Jess has a blue eyes type. Good to know, good to know. Leo was beautiful back in the day, I know, right? Johnny Depp, Brad Pitt, Keanu Reeves, Leonardo, childhood crushes. For real, for real. Man crushes, right? I have a cheap Android tablet, but don't know if the pen pressure thing is possible on it. Oh. I mean, yeah, I wouldn't know, to be honest. But yeah, hopefully it works out for you, though. I would say, true, sometimes the hardware you're using for drawing may impact your quality of the drawing, but I wouldn't say by a lot. Not by a lot, I would say, yeah. It depends, really. If it's really shitty, right? Maybe you can go... What I like to do, I like to go to Apple stores and I like to test out the iPhones or go to a Samsung store, test out the tablets and shit like that. And then maybe you can see how really different it is. Also, cute said, hi, welcome. I'm gonna change the whole $12. No, the whole point is we do the community thing together. That's not the point of you donating everything. The whole point is everyone donates a little bit to show our support, you know? And Della wouldn't feel too bad if it's just $1 from everyone, you know? So I think it's good. We just like need 12 people at this point, right? And good God gracious Chains will be giving away his like tablet. So that's his part, and he will actually be the one sending the tablet. So if anything, Chainsaw is doing more of the work. We are just trying to virtually support Della's drawing career by just, 12 of us coming together, $1 each, and then there you go. It's already done. If you want to help, you help. I would even maybe tell Chainsaw later, we cap per donation $1 per donation. I don't want people to give more than $1, to be honest. Otherwise, maybe just $2 max even. Don't like the pen pressure in Procreate. They don't have that pen pressure opacity option like PS. I agree. I tried to work through that. I understand how that's a problem, but I've been working through that because I also was a PS user, yeah. Della needs to see this. Della deserves that. Della knows. I'll be doing it, the donation pool, this Sunday. Guys, just wait for it. It's such a cool community thing. Even though we're not doing most of the work, but just I think if you want to virtually support another artist on their journey of becoming a better artist, right? $1 is all it takes, really. So yeah. Stressing over one line is kind of real, for real. I'm just lucky I bought my drawing tablet for a super cheap and discounted price. To be honest, you really don't need to pay a lot to get started as well, true. I think it's, I can't make 3D model in your head issue. We have trustworthy people in every corner of the world to help with shipping things. I think we could do it. Yeah. Boya would be our Asian rep. I can handle Europe. Chains can ship in Africa. Skits in Australia. For sure, for sure. If you guys, in other countries. Just likes those mesmerizing blue eyes. Also, yuuning, what camera do you use for my streams? iPhone 11. I gotta say, I got a fucking iPad, I got a fucking iPhone. The image quality never fails for me, despite Steve Jobs and whatever, whatnot. But I don't buy the newest technology, but I buy what's adequate enough. Yeah, and I'm on the front camera, by the way. If I was on the back camera, the quality would be 10 times better. But I like to be able to see what the fuck I'm looking like most of the time. So yeah. I like good God gracious chains. For real, you are good God gracious. Y'all need to send the link. We'll make an announcement. Yeah. I'm trying to work it out with Chainsaw now. So don't worry. Della will have to dox her address to Chainsaw, but I think that's okay. They're both South Africans. They'll work it out. And I think it's also good that it's just like $1 each, because I don't want to overwhelm Della thinking that now that she has this tablet, she feels she has to use it, because that's not the whole point. The whole point is to let her try the tablet first, and if she does find a use for it in the future, she can continue to use it. But sometimes when people are like donating a lot of money for you when you're not really that sure, it's like, do you actually really wanted this and whatnot? It can be a pressure on them. So I don't want to give Della this pressure that she feels that now that a lot of people have donated, she has to like actually put in the work. No, that's not the whole point. The whole point is to like give her a test product, something like that she can keep, kind of. And it's secondhand. That's the whole point. It's a secondhand tablet, and yeah, like I said, Chainsaw will be the one doing most of the work here. Maddie has been bombarding Della with compliments. I know, right? Yeah, it's not a screen tablet, so it is an adjustment for her. I think at this point, I just want to see her draw something without being on the phone. Because I really don't know how anyone can just be okay with drawing on a phone when you got all these tools and technology at this point with like tablets and shit like that. Yeah. At this point, it's a personal vendetta. No hate to phone finger drawers, okay? I just want you guys to know your life would probably be 10 times better. Like, phone is a great way for artists to get started because it's low budget, very easy to use. But y'all, the tablet is different. That's all I can say. It's so much more different. I think I'm gonna go off stream. Yeah, might go off stream soon. I'm probably gonna color this offline since no one is gonna bother me for 2-3 days since Tahir isn't here. I'm kind of just gonna be myself, and I don't have any expectations to like do anything really. Not to say Tahir gives me a lot of expectation, he doesn't, but it just feels different when you're alone versus when you're with somebody else, So I'm probably just gonna draw, and if I fancy it, all right. It's gonna be a chill 3 days until I eventually have to go out. But that's okay. Let me look at chat for the last time. She drawing with her finger though. She got that drive for real, for real, for real. I started on my phone a few years ago, and I begged for a drawing tablet. Tablet's a good investment. Aren't you in Johannesburg? My life changed when I first used a screen tablet. Am I right? Like suddenly your opportunities just kind of opened up when you are using a tablet. It do be feeling that way, for real, for real. Okay. I don't have a lot done, but that's okay. His pose, it's not hitting it for me for sure. I'm a bit struggling, so I think, yeah, I think I'll just work this off stream. But I appreciate you guys for joining though. You joined half an hour later, even. That's crazy. I didn't expect you guys to stay on for that long. But you know, if you did, I appreciate you. Thank you for listening to me yap about MBTI as usual. I always enjoyed our conversation about that because that's all I've been consuming. But otherwise, thank you again for joining. I'll see you guys on Sunday for Art Jam if you are on Discord. If not, I'll see you guys again next week, Wednesday, same time. And yeah, this is what we have so far. Yee, he's so cute. This is what we have so far. His legs is a bit to be desired, but I'll work on it off stream. But yeah, thanks again. Bye everyone. Hope you guys have a great weekend. Hope you guys have a great day and whatnot. Bye bye. Have a good one. Damn, look at that. Look at that smoke, bro. Smells great. I love the smell of candles. But yeah, bye bye.